Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Hey, happy Friday, TGIF, Soapbox Nation. I am your host, Matt Morgan, and you are listening to Soapbox Daily. Today is the big 100. Yes, it is the big 100, folks. We made it here. We are at triple digits. We are hitting fame. We are going for the goal. But yes, we have reached 100. We are on our 100th episode of Soapbox Daily. Thank you very much for being around. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for coming along for the journey. It is some people are like, oh, okay, so what? I'm like, well, you know what? Today, it's still something to celebrate. It is. And that's what we're going to talk about on today's show. And our title for today's topic is going to be Celebrate Your Achievements, no matter how small to some. Because it's important. It's important. So yeah, we're going to recognize the fact that, hey, we are triple digits. We are at the 100th episode. And let me tell you of my observation of researching this market before I actually got into doing podcasts. Most people give up after 1, 2, maybe 3 podcasts. Maybe some make it to a dozen. But after that, you'll notice, if you ever do some research, a lot of podcasts fail quite early in the game. People get frustrated. They're not getting the results they want. They're looking at statistics and numbers and all that stuff. And, they lose track of why they actually got into making their podcast in the first place. Unfortunately, you got to remember, there's 8 billion people on this planet. There's a lot of competition. And a good portion of them are chasing. Let's see if I can speak. I don't think I haven't had my coffee yet. But some people are chasing the fame and fortune. That is their goal for why they actually get into the podcast. Ours is a little more simple, a little more noble. Our intention is to make a difference in the world, to get the ball started, to get the ball rolling, to make positive change, to influence everybody to be the best that they can be. And that's, hey, also why, before I forget on this TGIF and Amazing Friday, is how has your integrity been this week? How is your integrity today? Are you being the positive change that the world needs? Are you setting the good example? That's the main thing, because this is how we want to get you included into changing the world. Evolve, be a better person, be the best you can be. Put away the childish games, put away the childish thoughts and activities and all this stuff, the crazy stuff that is not productive and it's just self-serving. Think about others, think about the world as a whole, and together we can make this world a better place. And that was our mission, and it still is our mission. And now guess what? We're at episode 100. Woohoo! Episode 100. And that is a big accomplishment. We've made it this far, and we'll keep going, moving forward, everything else. For me, it's an extra thing. It's an extra special type weekend because I have a birthday. This is my birthday weekend. I'm going to be the big 50. Yes, half a century. That is something to celebrate as well. So that's pretty exciting. We'll probably touch on that a little more, actually. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. All I know is I'm going to have a busy weekend moving forward. And that in itself is an accomplishment. Celebrate life. Celebrate the fact that you've achieved little things, no matter how little. It's always important that you recognize, celebrate them, and take pride in them. Because if you work towards something, whatever your intention was, whatever your goal was, celebrate it, recognize it, pat yourself on the back. There's always more we can do. There's always more we can learn, but still acknowledge the fact that you've made it to a major or even a minor type of achievement, and you hit that goal. This is excellent. So congrats to you on that one. Congrats to everybody else on that one. I don't know what more I can say on this, but just remember to take the time to recognize what you've done. Sometimes it's just important to stop, and you need to take a moment to celebrate your achievements. Not just the big ones, but even the small ones. All right, so that is about it. I don't want to stretch this out anymore. I did want to recognize the day, and this is where I'm celebrating my achievement, because if I look at it, if I dig into it, it is a big achievement. And it's a big achievement for me, because the thing is that it's not easy putting content out there. It's not easy coming up with ideas. It's not easy always talking to an empty room at times. But you do what you do because you remember your goal, you remember your mission, and you remember why you started doing it in the first place. Don't give up. My advice to you as well is don't give up. Onwards and upwards. It might be a battle going up the hill, but once you reach there, the sense of pride you will have. So that is it for me for today. I'm going to wrap this up. I want to thank you very much for tuning in today for the big 100, big celebration. Remember to celebrate your achievements. Check out getoffmysoapbox.com for all information about our shows, especially the FAQ section. We try to be as detailed as we can on that. Otherwise, all our links and contact information are there over Twitter as well. You can find posts there, updates, news, etc., etc. So I'll leave that up to you. Other than that, I want to go celebrate this busy weekend of mine and celebrate my 100th today, because that's pretty exciting. And you have a great weekend, I hope. And I will see you on Monday. And don't forget, I'm your host, Matt Morgan. Thanks for tuning in to Soapbox Daily, and I will see you next episode.